Hello everyone, this is Korosh Erfani and today is Sunday, March 1st, 2026. As you know, the war in the Middle East has started 48 hours ago or a little more. And right now we are at a very critical point because, as I am going to explain, we have the possibility for the expansion of war. You remember when we started this war, we said that this war is not limited to two countries or even three countries. And from the beginning, we were sure that we have been starting a real regional war, right? The war that will take, let's say, the whole region. And we are talking about West Asia or Middle East. And we were sure that it will include almost all the countries in the region. Right now, if we want to list the different countries that are involved, of course, the United States, coming from very far, Israel and Iran as the core of the military conflict, but there are many other countries as well. You have Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Jordan, Iraq, and Bahrain, and recently even Oman. Of course, the United States is using the Syrian territories, so which means that Syria is somehow engaged as well. So many countries, but you remember we said that there is a possibility to expand for this war. So from a few hours ago, with the operation that Israel started in Lebanon, because Hezbollah decided to retaliate and taking a kind of action for the Iranian leadership that Ali Khamenei, who had been killed. So, of course, right now we can add also Lebanon to this list, right? So, almost the whole region. So Pakistan and Afghanistan are, of course, fighting each other for now. They are very busy. They cannot really participate in two, three war at the same times. But that would be their turn as well. Now let's see what did mean potential for a bigger one, a more developed war when we said that. Today there was very interesting because suddenly something happened in beyond this region, beyond Middle East, which was the reaction of three countries, three big countries of Western Europe, in order to do something regarding, of course, what's happening in Middle East. We know that this war is the Zionist war, right? Is the Zionism, actually Zionism war, which means that the Zionist network organized everything so that first the biggest and the strongest military force of the world, which is apparently, at least we can say, the United States one, comes to this war. So it's done at the beginning with the Epstein file, with Trump, with the whole Trump administration taken over by Zionists. It's done. Now the United States is fully engaged in the Zionist adventure of Israelis. Now, the Zionists made a very bad miscalculation, which was the capacity of Iran to retaliate, to react, and to take measures that can make the Iranian government, the Iranian regime last despite the fact that its leader had been killed in the first day, we can say, in the first hours. And not only that, not only the system didn't collapse, but also started to react aggressively and violently, as we can see it's happening in all the region. So this is something that was not really taken into consideration in the calculation of the Zionists from the beginning, we can say, right? And that's why now Israel needs other trained dogs to come and help. So United States as the main one is there, but it's not enough, right? And essentially because any more involvement of the Americans in this war means more casualties and more side effects, negative consequences for the United States. Don't forget that tomorrow, Monday, March 2nd, with the opening of the stock market in New York, we can have the first real fallout of what is happening since 48 hours ago in the Middle East. Which means that if the stock market starts tomorrow to be in shambles, right, and going down, of course, we have the first sign of a serious problem for Trump administration. Let me show you two news that are telling us the probability. So the first one is related to the price of petrol. We knew that with the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, we must be waiting for something bad, really bad in the market in general. This is what is happening. Oil prices soar, stock markets fall amid region conflict. We are talking about the stock market in the countries where they are, earlier than New York, in the Asia, South Asia, East Asia, and of course they are sending the first signals of a serious problem for the stock markets, which means that tomorrow, after that, it would be in Europe, of course, the European stock markets, London, Paris, and other cities, big cities of the Western Europe. And of course, in a few hours, we are going to have the New York stock market opening. And from that moment, the American economy will face a serious new situation. So we know that the oil price started to go up, and it looks like that we have already something like $82, $83 per barrel. Here from the Axios, we can see that it's a matter of just confirmation of the Iran conflict spurs early oil price surge. So which means that now Iran is aware about the efficiency of its method to close the Strait of Hormuz, let's say a short-term trial, and if there is really a possibility or a necessity for Iranian to close it for long run, we are going to have the oil price above $100, $100 to $120, $30, and imagine that the gas price in the United States following this increasing trend, right? Now, this is one of the effects. So stock market with billions or even trillions at risk. This is what is going to happen most probably, because the first sign from other countries, from other stock markets are just coming, and on the other hand, the cost of energy. And the cost of energy means the cost for all the industries, all the economy, right? Including for the citizens, for the ordinary people to pay for gas and energy and so on. Now, that's why there is a necessity, absolute necessity, to do something. In such a way that the war will be short, or at least shorter, and with a huge pressure on the Iranian government, on Iran, right? And pressure, I mean militarily, because we don't have any other choices right now. So militarily means that United States and Israel are not enough to defeat the Iranian government or Iran in general, and that's why they need help. And the help is coming. The help is coming, and coming from, believe me or not, three major European powers: Germany, United Kingdom, and France. So today, these three countries, under the label of E3, European three leaders, and they issued a statement in which they said that E3 leaders are appalled by the indiscriminate and disproportionate missile attacks launched by Iran against countries in the region. So just imagine that they didn't say anything about the core of the issue, which is the aggression and violation of the Iran sovereignty by Israel and the United States. So not a single word about the baselessness of the act committed by United States and Israel. Nothing. But on the other hand, putting all the blame on Iran, why it's trying effectively to find a way or another to defend itself, to do something in order to push back this military aggression. So that's why they started to say that we have the interest, some interest here and there, and we don't want to see our assets, our interest being in danger in the Middle East. So that's why they are accusing the Iranian side to jeopardize their interest, the interests of these three countries in the region, right? France talking about a basis, for example, in one of the Arab countries, United Kingdom, same thing, and Germany also. So, which means that the Zionist network is asking from, let's say, three well-known dogs of the Zionist network, Germany, United Kingdom, and France, to intervene. So that they can save, the United States and Israel from this huge miscalculation. A miscalculation that can bring them to a catastrophe, to a catastrophic situation where they don't have any other choice but using the atomic bomb against Iran. So, you remember, we said that again, time and time. We said this war will be incrementally developing, right, spreading out in such a way that at the end of the day, we are going to have a world war. This is what we said. So how we can have the world war? Just by adding more and more countries that are involved in a military conflict. This is what happened in 1914 for the First World War, and in 1938-9, for the Second World War. So the Third World War will be the same thing. More and more countries. So right now, to our famous list, we can add 3 other countries, right? To the Arab countries, Israel, Iran, and United States, and all the Arab countries of the region. We can add France, right? We can add United Kingdom, and of course Germany. On the other hand, Italy started to say that as a member of NATO, we cannot be indifferent about what is going on over there, because we have some, in the frame of NATO, we have some forces, some soldiers over there, right? In Ali al-Salem base, which is one of the NATO bases in the region. So Germany, United Kingdom, France, almost Italy, and because we started to have the news regarding something that happened in Cyprus. For the United Kingdom base over there, now we have the involvement of the Cyprus as well in this country. So you see, more and more countries are being added to the core of 3 countries that started or triggered this conflict, or more precisely to the 2 countries that decided to do it. One, the Zionist entity of Israel; another one, the Epstein entity of the United States. So almost 15, 16 countries are already involved, and very soon, because if the United Kingdom or France or Germany send, for example, the naval force to the region, the aircraft. This is what France is looking for, sending their aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle to the region. So if it happens, it means that other countries that are not in the Middle East but have some interest in the Middle East can start also to send, let's say, the aircraft carrier, the naval forces, anything over there, including what country? Russia, also China, maybe with the submarines of North Korea. You see how the cocktail, the perfect storm for starting a world war, a global war, international conflict, whatever you call that, is taking place, taking shape in the Middle East. This is what Zionism does to our planet. The Zionism as the cancer of humanity. This is the only thing that it can do to us, human species, right? And that's why from tomorrow, with more and more complication, you can be sure that what starts in the American economy will immediately impact the world economy. So we are going to have kind of, we can say, economic earthquake that will send the shocks over everywhere from tomorrow, with the opening of the New York stock market. And from that moment, we can be sure this idea of maybe 4 weeks for this war will be called into question. This is what Trump said today. He said that most probably we are going to have at least 4 weeks for this war. And I'm pretty sure that this is a number, maybe based on some calculations, but we are not sure about that. We are not sure about that because the casualties that the United States must undergo during these 4 weeks would be such that there would be a huge protest in society and also in the political arena against Trump, with his presidency, exposed, threatened. We can be sure that what is at stake is the continuation of the second-term presidency of Trump, because of this miscalculation, because of the Epstein file. So, in light of all these elements, we can say that Israel set everything in order to trigger a regional war capable to be converted in a global war. And global war means world war, right? And the world war cannot be done without the usage of the nuclear weapons. And the usage of the atomic bombs means the end of life on Earth, right? So, as you can see in all our presentations, in a way that I can consider as spontaneous, normal, natural, logical, we finally get to the same conclusion. All roads, lead to Rome. This is it. When you understand the rationale of the system, I am talking about the Abrahamic capitalist system, right? I am pretty sure that any analyst with an unbiased, undecided perspective can see that we are heading there. We are heading toward a kind of global conflict that will bring about a catastrophe, that will produce the doomsday, right? The apocalypse. That's the normal conclusion of a very abnormal process that had been set and triggered by Zionists, as opposed to any other positive possibilities that we could have had, right? Unfortunately, we have just this one, and I am pretty sure that in the aftermath of such a war, there won't be any sign of life on our planet for, as I told you before, millions, even billions of years. It depends. So that's why right now, in March 1st, 2026, we have a diagnosis, right? Our diagnosis for the very strong possibility of extinction for the human civilization, or for human life, we can say, or any kind of life on our planet. Our diagnosis is very clear. It's Zionism. It's the Zionist entity of Israel that is spreading destruction, war, genocide, slaughtering, bombing, and everything negative across the world. And as long as we don't have any solution to neutralize, to thwart this danger, this cancer, we don't have any other fate but this completely doomed, gloomy, dark fate. We don't have anything else, because there is no other option unless we create one. We create an alternative to this destructive pathway. As long as we are passively just waiting and watching, and sitting still, it won't be any other chance for our survival. If we want to have a chance of survive, what we have to do is to do something, to create this alternative, to create this opportunity so that we can save ourselves. I hope so, and I am not very optimistic about that, but I strongly hope so. I strongly believe that if we move and if we do something, instead of having 2026 as a year of wars, we can have a different war, we can have change, we can upside down the situation, we can neutralize this cancer of Zionism, we can bar completely, prevent completely the Abrahamic capitalism, to destroy the world, to destroy the planet, and do something else. Let's hope so, and let's do something about that. Thank you.